This came to mind and it still pisses me off to this day. Be me. 19 and in the Navy. Stationed Maryland. Driving the speed limit through town. Look in rear view mirror and cop is in my ass with lights on. Ah fuck. JPG. Drive a block longer into a McDonald's. Cop gets out. Fat blonde sergeant, why didn't you stop when I turned my lights on? What? I did. I'm literally here right now with you. You drove for several blocks before you pulled over. I pulled over as soon as I noticed you. I don't believe you, but okay. Alright bitch. License and registration now. Hands over license. Oklahoma license that is expired, but Oklahoma law does not require military to renew their license until after they are no longer on active duty. About to explain this to her because she's already shown symptoms of retard. Now I know that says it's expired, but Oklahoma law states this is 2 years expired. I know I was trying to explain. You can't drive on an expired license. Jesus fucking Christ. This goes back and forth for 2 minutes. In Maryland you have to have a current license. Explain that I'm not a Maryland resident and my home of record isn't bumfuck okay. She cannot comprehend it. You can't do that. If you live in Maryland you are a Maryland resident. Then why do I pay Oklahoma taxes? Seeing her physically reboot. Sit tight. Cop 2 has joined because fuck it, why not? He walks up and asks what's going on and I say she's an idiot. Well, she's a sergeant, you should show some respect. Could not care less. She comes back. Looks defeated. Here's your license, you need to get this renewed. You cannot drive this car and if I see you driving I will arrest you. Got me fucked up. She walks away. Lean out window. You didn't even tell me what you pulled me over for? Oh yeah, you need a front plate. Okay faggot. She leaves. Wondering WTF to do. Look at ticket and see district supervisor phone number on the back. Ahoy.jpg. Call and explain the whole situation. Be me. Riding motorcycle back to college. Going over big bridge when I hear a loud pop and feel my legs start to burn. Battery exploded. Pull bike over at the top of the bridge, call parents to come pick me up. As I'm waiting on the side of a highway, cop pulls up. Ask me if I'm gonna jump. No, bike broke down and I'm trying to stay away from the traffic. Sucks kid. Cop peels off. In military now. At training in Virginia. First weekend off base. Let's get trashed. I pull the short straw and end up being the DD. As we are leaving the bar, immediately get pulled over. Like lights came on while I was still pulling out of the parking lot. Son, step out of the car, I can smell the booze on you and you are swerving. Try to explain I'm the DD and he smells the 5 drunk people singing in the car. Bullshit. You're drunk. Makes me so a field sobriety test. Breathalyzer time. I pass everything with flying colors. Gets mad and calls out another cop. Tells the other cop I'm up to no good. Other cop ask what I'm doing. Explain I'm the DD. Lets me go and actually smacks the original cop over the head. I've got a bunch of CIO interaction stories. Some good, some bad. I'll start from the beginning. Be me. 16, just got license in my first truck. Parents tell me if I get a speeding ticket, no more driving. That was a lie. I lived 40 minutes away from school, they weren't gonna take me. Coming home one morning after partying at a friend's house. Driving down back road I always go on, doing 40 miles per hour, get pulled over by dick cop, 40 and a 30. Start panicking cause I don't want to get in trouble. Come home and spill to parents. We always thought the speed limit was 40. Drive over there and see that the cops put up a plywood sign that says 30 whenever they're there, and take it when they leave. No other speed sign on the road. Parents let me off of that one. A good one. Be me, 16 again. Driving GF home at like 2 a.m., get pulled over for headache, rack lights on. Accidentally hit switch on dash, didn't know. Instant dread when I see it's a state trooper. After he tells me about the lights, acts all suspicious that a couple of teens are out this late. Explain we were watching The Walking Dead and fell asleep after. Trooper starts to geek out about the show. Not car related, but still. Me, freshman in college. At the end of the semester, decide to have bonfire on beach with friends. Collect 100 plus pallets for this thing. Night finally come, we light a fire bigger than the burning of London. Enjoying ourselves, smoking cigars and drinking sodas. We're all 18 and couldn't get booze at the time. Friend is walking towards cars, trying to cut cigar with big Bowie knife. Suddenly he's blinded by a bright light. Raises hand to shield his eyes. Police, drop the knife. We all get rounded up, on our knees, all in handcuffs, zip ties. Cops start interrogating us about what we're doing, where's the booze, etc. Refuses to accept that we don't have any. Kicks over all our coolers, goes through our cars, and takes all our pocket knives saying they're illegal weapons. Cop then asks us what we would do if the fire got out of control. All simultaneously look left and right at an empty beach, hundreds of yards of sand or ocean in all directions. Finally, lets us go but threatens to come arrest us if he finds a single ember later that night. In hindsight, we all had buzz cuts, and white guys burning papers, old homework, didn't look that innocent. Me 10 years ago. Didn't know much about cars. First car. Tried to take it to my regular mechanic, older guy, for a coolant change. He's sick, recommends his son, who is also a mechanic. Okay, went to his son's garage and left the car there. Next day. Sorry Anon, couldn't change your coolant completely, only changed half because that's how it's done on your particular car. What? You have to come again tomorrow, and pay again. Coolant you brought is no good, but you're very lucky because I have loads of this no-name brand coolant you can buy from me. Holy shit, Anon, your steering rack is totally fucking fucked mate and needs expensive rebuild. Car has less than 50 kms and in perfect condition. Finds more critical damage everywhere he looks. Ask him how much it's gonna cost me to fix everything he found. Presents me with the longest list of shit I've ever seen to this day and a total of fuck ton of money. Even as a wrenchlet I knew he was trying to scam me, but didn't feel confident enough to argue with my level of knowledge. Went to another mechanic to redo the coolant change. He laughs at the list that sleazeball gave me and the thing he said about partial coolant change, says he has never seen such bullshit before. Still have that car, use it as a beater, had a bunch of stuff fixed on it through the years, but the steering rack is still going strong 10 years later and so is pretty much everything else that guy has put on the list. But hey, meeting that fucker gave me another reason to start learning to wrench. Me. Failed 2 motorcycle instruction courses, one by crashing into the instructor and another by killing a student. Decide to try again, maybe I'll have better luck this time. Find another course and sign up. Instructor is wary of me but gives me a chance. Try to start the motorcycle but rev the engine too much. Lose control and crash into a group of pedestrians. Several people are injured, one critically. I'm arrested and charged with reckless driving and assault. Go to trial and plead guilty. Sentenced to 15 years in prison. Realize I was never meant to ride a motorcycle. Give up on my dream and focus on surviving in prison. My sentence starts in 2 days. Anyone got advice? Be my friend. Stickfag. Buys 20-year-old Accord for $1,000, because 5-speed. 1 year later. Spends $1,900 to fix throwout bearing, slave cylinder, shifter cable, clutch etc. He tells me why Emmanuel's Recipra and more reliable, and on. Me. 29-year-old Benz owner. Change ATF/filter every 3rd year at original Benz dealership. $220. Still drives great. So $73 a year for auto versus $1,900 a year for that supposedly flawless and reliable manual gearbox, LOL. Me. Idiot is tailgating me. Real brake check, forcing him to rear-end me. He tried to road rage me after the accident. Call the police on him, they arrest him for threatening violence on me, filmed on mobile. He is taken to the precinct. His car gets towed. He has to pay the towing company. My car is now fully repaired, for free, and I badly needed a new rear bumper. His car is fucked. His insurance is up. He lost points on his license. He now has a court date against me, because I have him on video threatening violence on me. Life is good, fuck tailgaters. Me. Been looking for a car for a while. Suddenly come across my literal dream car. No red flags, great price. Awesome. Decide to head over to the place. Entering the lot, I see pic-related approach me. He is the salesman. What do?